we had an election, presidential election. Um, Shout out to everybody that ran. Shout out to Trump. Shout out to Kamala. Shout out to the independents, even though we don't know who they are because y'all didn't
Right.
have enough marketing dollars for me even know who you are on the ballot. I damn near wrote myself in on one of the ballots, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we had an election. I can openly say who I voted for did not win. You know what I'm saying? It didn't win, but I'm not mad at those who did vote for Trump. I mean, especially if you voted for whatever political reasons. But a lot of people that I feel as though even voted for Kamala didn't really vote for whatever issues that they had concerns with or policies that they wanted. They were basing their votes on skin color, gender, and that's just where I'm at with it. Like, I'm not mad at the election. Like, elections have not went our way, being black and brown people for a long time. So we know how to adjust. We know how to pivot. We know how to move around in this world to get it done. The only thing that I had an issue with the election is people that look like you and I, right? Men that look like you and I. You know, it was a few women scattered in there that had some things to say. And if you were actually arguing different policies, then I'm cool with that. But a lot of people that I had debates or arguments with were not arguing policy. They were arguing some personal shit.
Yep.
And to sit there and hear that from a man that looks like you and I just thought it was the most sucker shit in the world.
Yeah. At the end of the day, right, with having 3 daughters, right?
Fact.
I thought it was an injustice to have black men not talk about her policies.
That's facts.
You know what I mean? But sit there and talk about if she was black enough, right? If she was them, as in another black woman, right? And the shit that fucked it up for me, because I'm raising 3 black young women, right?
And a young man.
And a young man, right? But he already seen a black man become president.
Right.
Right? So when you have the oldest daughter who's now in, these classes and they're learning about politics and shit like that, right? To have her for the first time, like, I hope she win, I don't like what Trump said, and you kind of feel like you want her to win selfishly because you want your daughter to see she can be more than the hood off.
And it's nothing wrong with that. And I don't want to cut you off, but I'm gonna be honest about my vote. My vote wasn't totally based on policy. A lot of who she was, what she looked like, definitely played a factor in my vote, right? And even when it came to Trump, it's people that look like him that they base their vote the same. I'm not mad at it. Like, whatever your excuse is to vote, just go vote. But it was based on that, because I don't know if I'm going to be alive to be able to see a woman, and even a black woman, become president of this country. Like, so I definitely wanted to be on the right side of history. I'm not going to sit there and tell a lie. She has some things on the table that I'd agree with. She has some things on the table that I didn't agree with. Same thing with Trump. He talks some shit that I like, but I also know the energy that he brings. He brings out a bigot energy, a racism energy. He may not be racist or a bigot himself. That's not for me to say. But that's the energy that it brings. And the fact of the matter is, when you sitting there talking to another black and brown man and they act like that didn't play a factor in this election, it's like, yo, you're part of the fucking problem.
Part of it. And and I didn't want to cut you off, like, but one of the reasons why I voted for, right? And I voted for because of one, her being a black woman, right? But I also voted for her for her policies or what she said she wanted to do, right? And one of the things that she said that she wanted to do was help black men, become entrepreneurs, become business owners, and give them that grant money that they needed to start up, right?
Mm-hmm.
So looking at what we do, what I do outside of this and all that shit, and what
Just you being an entrepreneur, you could have benefited off of that.
Facts, right?
Same could I.
The legal way, and not how niggas was scamming off the PPP loan and thought that Trump was giving them some money, and the scam, because everybody that I hear that wanted to vote for him that was like me and you talked about money, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
that's what had me confused. It's like they talking like him getting in office is going to automatically make you wealthy. That's come on, man.
And then and then not only that, like the home ownership part of it, where she was talking about, making sure people like us stop being renters for the rest of our lives.
Right.
That other part, that part of that was like, okay, she had some policies with the taxes, right? That I did, like where she was going to, yes, hit them in the head to where that 1%, those rich, to where they should be hitting the head because they make all the bread.
Right.
And a person like you and I, and others like us who work hard every fucking day, bro. Right?
We not at the top
day.
and we not at the bottom.
Right.
We still stuck in the middle. And if people that don't know taxes, right, the way this country is built, first of all, is built off of debt.
Right.
And on top of that, the way the IRS works, either they want you filthy rich or dirty poor. Everybody else is in the middle. That's why we pay so much. That's why inflation hurts us so much. That's why people that get up and work 9 to 5, sometimes 9 to 9s, people working 2 and 3 jobs, come to end of the year, you got some tax professional telling you, yeah, you pay taxes all year, but they said you didn't pay enough. You need more. Now you in tax debt. Like it's more people in the middle than it is at the top and the bottom. So that's where the money is made. And people in the middle need help at this point. Like,
and you know what's so fucked up about that? I've been in the middle for a long time, right? But with a lady and 4 fucking kids, you feel like you're in the fucking bottom.
Yeah, because
right?
I mean, in the middle, when you mean middle, right? You're meaning you're not part of the world that's making at least $250,000. You're pulling in 6 figures, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But that 6 figures is not really 6 figures a lot if you're not pulling it in on your own LLC. Like that's what people don't understand. Like you can gross 100. Like it's easy to make. I don't want to sound prude like that, but it's not. I've been doing 6 figures for a long time, and it's like, I don't really. It don't feel like nothing to me. Like it's not money.
Because nigga, that 6 figures at the taxes become 5.
Yeah, that's nothing. You know what I'm saying?
And sometimes it's not that close 5 that's to the 6.
I ain't gonna lie. A thing on my wish list. Like I'm gonna tell you, I should run for office, yo. I'm gonna run for office. Yo, you know what? I think the country itself, right? If they gave everybody at least a year of gross pay. Like we had to pay no taxes, no statewide, no federal.
Just straight as
just straight the country for 1 year. A lot of people could get out of debt, A lot of things would balance out. That's how I figure it. Like maybe it's just me wishful thinking. Maybe I'm stupid. Y'all can call me stupid in the comments. But if everybody was able to at least for a year just touch your gross pay, just your gross.
You know how many people go exempt from Fed and state just for like 2-3 months just to get out of debt?
Just to get out of debt, get groceries, just to get the essentials. You know what I'm saying? But outside of the actual facts of what happened with the election in the country, we really wanted to get on here and really address, like I said, the bitch assness of a lot of men. Like you can spend so much time on these social media apps trying to type, but they not gonna feel the energy of what you're saying. So we've been talking about it all week. It's like, let's do a real quick impromptu jump on here and just get this energy off, because it was just too many black and brown men for me that was making the attacks too fucking personal. Like like I said, if you were arguing policy, if you were arguing actual facts, don't come at me telling me about she's not really black.
That shit.
She's not really Native American. I had one brother tell me, who I know for a fact didn't walk across a high school stage, tell me that this lady wasn't smart.
Bro,
right?
Bro,
you didn't walk across a high school stage, and you're gonna tell me that this black lady isn't. It's okay to. It was okay to vote against. Okay to vote against her. I just didn't like the degrading personal attacks on this woman. You know what I'm saying? And it came from a lot of men that I know for a fact have daughters. So if you sitting home like you do, telling your daughters, hey, strive to be the best you can be, reach for your highest potential, and we see a woman do that in front of us, especially in a campaign where she was thrown into it late.
Right.
She made a hell of a push to become president of the United States. That's something to celebrate. You know what I'm saying? That's something to applaud. Even if you voted against her, that is something to applaud. You can still sit down and tell your kids, like, look what she did. Like, I don't agree with a lot of what she did to try to get in office. I don't agree with a lot of her policies, but her being a woman in a male-dominated field, society, world, she made some people, believe in her. Like, and I'm one of them people that believed. And if she run again in 4 years and actually have a real chance to go ahead and have a real campaign and not get thrown into it late, she's going to get my vote again if her policies and everything make sense for me.
And for me, it's like, just sitting there watching men say, she's not like you, telling the black women she's not like you, And what he said was, she's not on a bus stop with our kids, right? And it's like, bro, why the fuck are we down in another black woman for living a certain type of way because she did not have to struggle? From what you know. We don't, because a lot of us only heard of her since now. Since when she became the vice president.
That's been a big divide in our culture. It's like we downplay, or we upset at the people that didn't have to struggle like
That's
us.
smart.
Why do we celebrate the struggle so much? Like, if you came from a certain part of the city or the world where you grew up kind of, you didn't have the resources. You may have grew up had a little poverty, or you didn't grow up having the things you wanted all the time, or the resources you wanted all the time. Usually your mindset is to get to that level where now the generation after you doesn't have to struggle. Right. So if we all got that same goal, how are we downplaying somebody that's doing it? I don't understand. It's like downplaying somebody that has nepotism. It's not too many of us that are in a position to give our family members, our friends, some sort of nepotism and give them things. So if somebody reaches that level and want to give their family member or their friend something that they earned and worked, so what?
But
it happens for every other culture. Like, I don't understand when it comes for us, though.
But this is what I'm saying. Her father is Jamaican, right?
No facts.
Not only is her father Jamaican, her father is also a person that fought for black people.
Okay.
So, one, she never had to say she didn't see someone fight for what she believed in, right?
Right.
Two, that can go for anybody that's black that do certain shit to do certain shit. We said, we don't fuck with her because she was a DA or whatever, right? When she said yes, I went to Howard University.
Okay.
One of the first
HBCU.
black HBCUs, right? And study law because one of her friends as a child was raped. And we know a lot of motherfuckers who came up, and we know some people that did get raped.
Right.
And if one of us fueled off of that, then what are we mad about?
Mm-hmm.
And then when it was debunked that she didn't send niggas to jail, over weed and she actually had a program to help them, why nobody wanted to go find them people?
Misogyny is real.
Yo, and it's sickening. It's sickening because when it comes down to how now people come out, I knew she was gonna lose because XYZ, or she didn't put enough campaign, or she didn't talk
People
about
ain't know shit.
the working class people, right?
Mm.
But when I'm looking at what she's saying, she is talking about the working class people. But just like the Obama shit, they didn't want niggas to be niggas.
And she had this much time. She had very, very little time.
What, 2 months, 3 months?
About maybe, I think about 4 months. Not even that. Like, I mean,
she had to get the money up.
Yo,
so like her first, she went on a run. It was like
not even that. They've been pushing Biden for re-election. So when everybody started, asking about his health and how he's talking, the way he's moving, like, bro, you might not make it another 4 years. You don't want to wish death on nobody, but bro, it's not looking like you're gonna see another 4 years the way that you're moving. And to be president of the United States is a 24-hour job. It isn't, you going home at 5 o'clock and shutting it down. Like, no, your phone constantly ringing. You constantly got to worry about everybody's problem. That is a stressful position. And at that age, man, he couldn't take it no more. I just wish he'd have dropped out a year ago and let her really get a head start and go do what she need to do. That's what I'm saying. In the next 4 years, if she wants to go ahead and run again, sweetheart. Like, I loved everything about it. Like, I loved everything about the fact how she fought. You know what I'm saying? I love how the fact how the people actually donated in an abundance very quickly.
Right.
It's just she didn't have enough time. You know what I'm saying?
But it's so crazy because it's like, yo, I had a person who is of another color, white, right? Was madder than the people that look like me.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Okay.
And it's not and because it wasn't about the policies for her.
Okay.
It was the fact that, one, she was a woman, and two, she can't believe that America do not like change.
America doesn't.
And it's
they like the white man, the white man's power infrastructure. They love it.
And know what makes it worse? So I was reading through, doing some research, yo, and I seen Al-Qaeda, fucking one of their leaders, officials, made a video to laugh at America and said, I see that America is not ready for a woman because they're so weak. America doesn't see when the right thing is in place because they so weak.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so crazy, yo, because every time he runs, right, it's like the racism jumps out the door, right? But with this one was different.
They're not scared to be racist no more. They're not scared to be racist.
But with this one was different though, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Because it lets you see how bad my culture, son, hate us.
Mm-hmm. Misogyny.
Like, yo, our culture hates us. Our culture hates women, black women especially, to have any kind of charge, any kind of... Just think about it. When you see a man and a woman in a relationship, right?
Okay.
And a woman is the breadwinner, and it's two families like that, black and white. The man in the black family is so mad and don't want people to know that his wife make more than him.
Mm-hmm.
In that white family, yo, like she went this, got that degree, or she did that, she deserved that. Them niggas even willing to be the daddy of home.
That's a good point, because I know two Caucasian brothers that actually quit their job because their wife got a better career option, and they said they got to sit home with the children until they can find something else because the opportunity for her was too great for them to pass up. That's called sacrifice. Like,
Yo, they
but
out here going remote.
these dudes out here that I was arguing with, all y'all got some type of mama issues or something. You hate your baby mother. You just bitter about something that you can't see yourself being able to take some type of leadership from a woman, right? You would think that y'all were CEOs of some type of big corporation, like you were in charge, like y'all don't, it was just mind blowing to me just to see, like, bruh, like, you really degrading us, like you act like if she would have won, it was a loss for your manhood.
Yeah.
It's not a loss for your manhood. It's like, yo, that was your chance to champion a woman. That was your chance to champion her.
And
you know what I'm saying?
The first thing women feel is though black men never take. They always there for us, but we're never there for them.
Yeah, shout out to Angela also Brooks though.
Yeah, shout out to
black
Angela
woman, senator from Maryland.
From Maryland, yep.
Yeah, shout out to her. Gotta give her some love. Gotta give her some grace. Cause I ain't gonna lie, like
I thought she was gonna lose.
Man, I just ain't never heard of a last name called also Brooks. Like, I'm like, yo, what
they
the
made
fuck
that shit
is
up,
that?
man.
Like, yo, like,
they made that up.
It's like, yo, what's your last name? Brooks. What's your name? I'm also Brooks. Oh, that's your name. That's your name, also Brooks. Nah,
I'm about to be also Conway.
Yeah. Also Dawson over here for me. But shout out to her, and shout out to Kamala, man. But this narrative that they've been running with, saying, oh, black woman is the most disrespected woman in this country, like, I seen it. Like, I didn't see it before. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't see it before. I ain't gonna lie. I thought y'all were gassing yourselves up with this.
Gaslighting, right?
Well, yeah, I thought so. But after Tuesday night, November 5th, 2024,
that shit just went.
Yeah, it was in my face. Pause. It was there.
And know what's so make it worse? What makes it worse is, like, people were really capping, bro. Like, saying they voting for, oh, we this, and as soon as she lost, the videos started coming from niggas that I ain't never see talk about politics before.
Right. They held their hand until after that election.
Yo, social media been running a fucking crazy since MySpace. And I've been friends with most of these niggas all the way to now.
I ain't gonna lie, I distanced myself from a few people the last couple.
Recently, right? Like, I can't, like, I choose. I'm not gonna block them, but I choose to not to interact with these niggas anymore, right? But the trials and tribulations that happened when she lost, and how much people that I know never fucking spoke on this topic at all, politics at all, had everything to say bad about this woman. Not only that, like you said, I had a person walk into one of my places of business, and I know that nigga didn't graduate high school.
Right.
And he don't work.
Right.
He come in there all the time asking for change. But said that he voted for her he voted against her because he didn't like her taxes. What are you talking about?
You can't pay taxes on loose change.
You can't pay taxes on loose change.
You panhandling,
and
like,
you can't even pay taxes without a job.
Under Trump, you might get arrested for panhandling. Like, you yo, these guys are crazy out here.
And it's so crazy because it's like, yo, most of us are brainwashed to our own people, bruh. Like, even the Latinos, I'm gonna get in y'all asses too, Paul. Like, y'all forgot how he had y'all kids in fucking dog cages.
Yeah, don't be hanging out in front of Home Depot at the January.
Oh, that shit is a wrap.
That shit is
Mass
a wrap.
deportation. And you know what? Because you asked for it, I'm behind it.
That's crazy.
No, because you asked for it, I'm behind it. I'm gonna say it again. Because you asked for it, I'm behind it. And everybody that was black, oh, she didn't say nothing about the tax breaks. She did.
Yeah, I mean, and it's a trickle-down effect because Mayor Adams had already ended the food program for the migrants, and he's already ended it. Like, he's lining himself up
because he like, yo, all right, if I get in bed with these niggas, I might not go to jail.
Right.
And it's so and once again, that's why I fuck with Brandon.
Brandon Scott.
Yeah,
Mayor
Mayor
Brandon Scott in
Baltimore, because he went right on the next day and said, you know what? Congratulations, also Brooks, but I'm sad that America did not, do what they were supposed to do. And he understands that they don't deserve her.
Yeah, because he understands that, he's seen the pain, anguish, and hurt in his own white face from that. Like you could see it. And I'm not married, right? I'm not married. You know what I mean? But I do have a lot of women in my family that I love. I have a lot of nieces. I got a sister. I got a mom. I got aunts. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got cousins. Like, I got females in my family I love. And I'm one of them don't mess with women in my family type of dudes. Like, I'm gonna come choke you the fuck out. Like, I'm not trying to promote no violence, but just don't mess with women in my family. So I'm looking at them and the little ones that's coming up. They're so smart. They're so bright. I'm looking at them through the lens of Kamala Harris. Like, yo, you could be that. You could be Angela Also Brooks. You could be Angela Davis. You could be all of these people. You can be that. You know what I'm saying? The fact that America, and especially women, didn't jump on that campaign. Same thing with Hillary Clinton, because I said it when she ran and she lost it. Her campaign should have been, look here, ladies, it's us against these dingalings out here. It's us against these dicks. You know what I'm saying? It's I wanted to see that energy. I would have liked to have seen that energy. But the fact that other women don't even trust another woman, you know what I'm saying, to get in office. I mean, why not? Like, I want to see it. Like, y'all run the households. You know what I'm saying? Y'all taking over the workforce. Like, y'all are positioned and strong enough to be leaders. Like, we can still be men. We can still be alpha men. It's nothing wrong with y'all having a position of leadership.
At all. And then when you think about it, right, it's like, damn. Like, people like me just failed my lady.
Right.
Failed my 3 daughters.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because now Brooke came and told me, like, yo, Daddy.
And Brooke's how old?
She's 12.
Okay.
And she like, Daddy, how can people vote for a person who don't like us and look like us? Right?
Mm-hmm.
I had nothing for.
Openly disrespected people that aren't white, openly disrespected women, and y'all still side with that. Like, and like I said, I don't understand that portion of it. Like, yeah, some of the stuff that he stands on, I understand and I'm cool with. But I'm talking about the energy in which the people that vote and follow him, I'm gonna tell y'all right, if y'all thinking we going back to picking cotton, bitch, it's not gonna happen. I ain't my ancestors, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't think y'all coming to me with that good old boy energy and all. Like, that's not what we doing. And y'all really believe that this is what's getting ready to happen. Like, it's not happening over here. Like, a lot of y'all, and I don't want to say it, are going to be unalive if y'all play with this generation about, you know what I'm saying, thinking you're going to be one of them good old boys. That's not going to happen.
And you got to think about it, yo. Like, he really played what we say we hate.
Mm-hmm.
He played on the mind of what someone else that looks like we don't even realize that she wasn't the president.
Mm-hmm.
He played us so good, our culture so good, that people started to say, well, she didn't do this, she didn't do that, she didn't look out for the black people. Bruh, she wasn't the fucking president.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't dead.
Mm-hmm.
She couldn't go and jump in front of him and say, yo, we doing this.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing that she did do was keep fucking board education open so some of your kids can still get them Pell Grants that he want to stop.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't look into that.
Mm-hmm.
Because she didn't speak. I was one of them niggas too. Like, yo, how the fuck she the vice president? We ain't hear from her yet. We kept seeing Biden as when he was next to Obama, right? But she was strategically doing shit behind closed doors because we know And that's when we should have realized that it was going to be a problem. That America don't like taking fucking orders from a woman.
Right.
And let alone a black woman. A black.
That's a double whammy. They definitely ain't doing that. They definitely didn't want to do that.
And that's why you have people like, you got China spokeswoman come out, which is a woman, saying, well, I hope we do this and we hope we do that. But y'all okay with that, but you're not okay with the woman over here. And like you said earlier, yo, yes, I'm going to look in the camera, bro. Yes, a lot of y'all have issues with your mother, your sister,
your baby mama,
your baby mother, your aunts, and a lot of it come because they told you no one time.
Yeah. They gave you the swift kicking in your ass, and you never liked it, you never respected it,
or you just didn't like that lifestyle.
Yeah, they made you do things that you felt as though that you wouldn't do, but you such a bitch that you had to do it anyway. You know what I'm saying? And it came out Wednesday morning. I'm sitting back like, yo, I cannot believe this shit. Like, if you are just saying what you're saying because you based it on, you know, she just wasn't a great candidate for you, and I'm cool with that.
I'm cool with
that.
I'm
just talking about the degrading of this lady. Like, you could have kept it. Some shit you could just keep to yourself. Keep that shit to yourself. And honestly, man,
how's she not smart?
And honestly, this may be petty, right? It's some people that I followed on the gram that I unfollowed when I found out who they. I'm just like, nah, I can't support and rock with you. Like one of the people, right? It was right in line with his brand. I'm like, when I seen Ray J with "Make America Great Again" hat, I look like I ain't even mad at you, y'all. Just if you look on the gram, y'all follow me at Eric 410. You look on a lot of these celebrities, you see me in the comments like, bye, yo. That's all I said. With the peace sign. Unfollow. So I had to go unfollow, but for him, I'm like, yo, that's right on brand because you've been showing us on TV for years. You don't respect women. You've been showing us for years. I mean, God forbid, like man, please. He showed us who he was, so I wasn't even upset about that. But some other people, oh, you voted that way, like you was talking one way, but you voted that way. I got you.
Then the other shit that she spent millions of dollars on a campaign for abortion. How you know? Because they didn't tell us what she spent the money on, right? But as a woman, if she didn't speak on abortion, then you would have still been mad. Not only that, most of you niggas that's upset about her putting money into abortion had a bunch of bitches, and I know, had a baby killed. We're gonna keep it there, right? Okay. But then not only that, when you just degrade her mind because she went a different way, and when you go to college, black women. And you know what? And black men, when you go to college, a lot of people look at you differently because they think you're better than something. And it's fucked up because when I went to college the first time, I noticed a lot of the niggas that I used to hang around didn't play like I was an op or something. Right?
Because you're trying to better yourself.
Better myself.
Not hang on the block, not do what you want to do. I'm gonna tell you what I need women to do moving forward. I need y'all to evaluate who you fucking. Right? And I'm gonna tell you why. Because some of these mentally, emotionally unstable men, and it's not no pandering relationship advice. I'm just keeping it real. Watch who you fucking, because these dudes don't really respect your mind. They don't respect your hustle. They don't respect your grind. They like your pussy, right? Like most heterosexual men. They'll fuck you, but they won't parade you in front of them like, yo, look at what she's doing. Like, they low-key hating on you. They low-key jealous. Like, it's a lot of men. It's a lot of men that are just low-key jealous of the women. Like, how can you be jealous of a woman who ass you eating? Yo, your tongue is in her yo. Like, how are you not? Like, I don't now I done woke up. Like really, like how, like yo, how you like how like how you not proud of the woman who ass you eating? You done put every fucking piece of this woman's body in your mouth. Her motherfucking pussy, her ass, her toes, her tongue. You done did all this shit, but behind closed doors, you jealous of her. You jealous of her.
Yeah, and
your tonsils reek of her ass.
And you know jealous of her.
Yeah, but you jealous of her. Like, you jealous of her? Like, I deal with a woman, she got more than me, but I'm parade. Yeah, go ahead, girl, get it. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason for me to be jealous of you. There's no reason why I can't take advice from you. There's no reason why I can't take advice from you leading me into a good direction. Because a lot of times, right, especially these women out here that are really out here loving men for who they are and want to see you do better, right? A lot of these women are putting y'all in position, but y'all not admitting it. They the ones that's writing your resume. They the ones that's finding your job. Hey, babe, apply here, do this and do that. They the ones that's picking out your clothes for the interview. They the ones that's getting you there, this, that, and the third. Y'all don't talk about that shit enough. It's a lot of women that have put y'all in position, right? A lot of them, but y'all don't champion that shit. But when a woman runs, y'all hide your hand and then show it later, like you been the big dog on the block. You pussy. Yep. You fucking pussy. So women, please, by all means, reevaluate who you fucking. Start having some of these conversations, you know what I'm saying? Start having some of these hypothetical conversations like, hey, you know, I got this, that, and the third going, and see how he feels, see how he respond, right? And like I said, this ain't no relationship advice. I'm not no angel. But one thing I ain't is a hater. And I'm not jealous of a woman. Like, I'm nothing like you niggas. And I don't even like dropping the N-bomb, but I'm nothing like you niggas.
And know what make it up extra. So you had almost 50%, well, over 55% of new black men that voted against her, right? That never voted before. Mm-hmm. Never voted before. Mm-hmm. And when you sit here and you be like, yo, why y'all vote for her? Mm-hmm. It was all against her because she not black. She trying to be us. And I'm sitting there and
anything mixed with black is black.
Yo, and it's so confusing, right? Because you've seen a lot of my family, bro. A lot of us are white. Right? Mm-hmm. So it's not, but you to tell us it's black. Mm-hmm. Right? But when you sit there and you speak upon someone's race that you are, I start to realize, like, yo, a lot of this shit becomes self-hate because of you couldn't get into a better position, or now you're mad at your mother because she didn't set you up like Kamala Harris's mother and father did. And, you know, oh, Joe down the street got two parents, and they don't have to struggle for nothing. Mm-hmm. But I got a homeboy right now that's fucking many restaurants, right? Lived in the hood. Mother and father put that shit in his head of that go get it mentality, and he went and did it. But no one sees him differently because he doesn't cut that cloth off, right? He still talk to you like a nigga. But because she don't talk to you like a nigga, like it's so fucked up, right? Because the position I'm in, right? And you've been knowing me for years, so I turn this shit on and off, right? But the people that's like me hate when I get on my bullshit.
They start thinking you better. You ain't better than that.
Like, yeah. He been funny.
Yeah.
No. Because I put my blood and sweat down on them fucking essay papers.
Right.
Right? Mm-hmm. When I was doing shit and I could have been in a box, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You got to start appreciating shit more. And now that I'm doing it for a second time, you start seeing who really congratulate you.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And the niggas
People that champion you for no reason. Yeah.
And then the ones that you used to hang with and you put positive shit like that, like, yo, like, you don't see that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get no likes. And it's like, yo, this is what's happening with her. When she was running, she was saying shit. They was fact checking cuz for lying.
Mm-hmm.
It was, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
But then the election come, he wins. You say, good, my president, Trump, and da-da-da-da. What are you happy about? This the same motherfucker who had a white man telling a joke at his fucking convention about, oh, yo, with the thing on his head. And no Muslims got upset with that? He didn't say a hat, a cat. He said the black man with the thing on the head, that's my friend.
Mm-hmm.
We was just eating chicken and watermelon together. So no Muslims get upset about that? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, but if y'all mad that she had Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, Glorilla, you bitches was watching it though.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's just a horrible argument when people say that. Like, oh, you thought Beyonce was gonna get our vote? Well, Amber Rose got him some votes. Like, this is what they do, man. This is the power of celebrity. It don't matter what. At the end of the day, being president is still a business. Being a government is still a business. So guess what?
The person that killed me was everybody loved Taylor Swift,
right?
And she couldn't get none of her whole state voted against her.
Mm-hmm.
And she from Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Like, it's the fact that when we are up for something, we have to not only fight the other races, we have to fight our own, yo.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always about, why you voting for because she black?
No. Yeah,
nigga, I am.
They've been voting for people because they white.
You motherfucking right. You think they voted for Trump because he was fucking had good policies? No, they voted for him because them Hicksons down in Alabama, South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee, they voted for him because they and the racists came to fuck up.
And I need us to show a little bit more financial discipline too. Like I hate to throw the hot spots for where we go as black and brown people because we really jumped on here to talk about y'all shitting on Kamala personally, right? But I'm gonna get this off too while we, before we close this out. Every election, it's three places that let us down as a culture.
Atlanta.
It's Texas, it's Georgia, and it's Florida.
Yep.
You know what? Hey, black and brown people, please scale back on going to Houston to party.
Fuck them.
Scale back on going to Dallas. And I was just out fucking Dallas for the Raven-Dallas game. Shout out to the Ravens. We won. Stop running to Florida to go to Miami and Tampa and Fort Lauderdale. Yeah. Chill out with that shit. Stop running to Georgia, running to Atlanta, and my black and brown people that live in them areas, man. Like, I want y'all to prosper. I don't want y'all to fold and flop. But at some point, like, black and brown people gotta put their money where their mouth is, and I don't believe that coming down to where you reside is where my money needs to be, because as a whole, not you as a people, but your state has shown us that they don't fuck with us, but they financially benefiting off of us. In every election, they are showing us every time, yo, we don't give a fuck. Y'all still coming down here. You niggas still coming down here. You won't catch me there. Like, if it ain't me coming to pick a fucking check up, I don't need to come down there, man. Like, I gotta limit myself, and I damn sure was in the middle of planning a trip to Disney World for the family. Like, that shit is on hold. Like, I need some more clarity on this shit before I start jumping back down Atlanta and going to Houston and San Antonio and all this shit. You know what I mean? Spending my money in that state where people showing me that they don't fuck with me, where they got that good old boy energy. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'll feel different next week, but right now
No.
I ain't fucking with y'all.
No.
I can't lie.
And
you know what I'm saying?
I'm happy you brought that up too, because that was one of the things I was upset about. Like, all these black Meccas.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Where you go at?
Mm-hmm.
Where you been at?
Mm-hmm.
Where you been at?
Right.
Where you been at? Yeah, and then when you be like, oh, well, you know, Atlanta. Well, I looked it up. Atlanta voted for that nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Philly voted for him.
Mm-hmm.
Houston voted for him. Miami voted for him. Tampa voted for him.
And this is what we mean by they voted for him. Guess what? The people that wanted him there were there. A no vote is just as good as a vote for the op. So if y'all stayed in the fucking house because you was hungover or you just didn't feel like it enough,
and don't talk to me.
Please. That's what we mean. You know what I'm saying? You can vote for who you vote for. But what I'm saying is a non-vote is a vote for the op. And and there's too many millionaires in them 3 states, whether they playing football, whether they playing basketball, whether they playing baseball, whether they're in the entertainment field, in them areas. Those are hot spot states, man. That's where y'all at. The real estate is cheaper down there for y'all. The taxes are cheaper down there for y'all. It's a lot of celebrity influence in them 3 states, and not enough of y'all speak up. Y'all come out when y'all want everybody come to your fucking concerts, your parties, your pop-up shops, and all this other shit. We needed that same energy for this fucking election, but a lot of y'all were a part of the bitch-ass niggas that we were talking about.
Yep.
A lot of y'all were that. A lot of y'all smiled in y'all fan base's face. A lot of y'all smiled in fucking Kamala's face, because guess what? You think if you'd have spoke out, you won't get next to Beyonce, because we know y'all still dick riding Jay-Z. But that's what it was. Not enough of y'all spoke up.
And Fat Joe, you crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Not enough of y'all spoke up. Suckers. But where I'm from, Maryland showed up. New York showed up.
You know what?
Jersey showed up.
Hold up.
Washington, D.C. showed
How
up.
the fuck Fat Joe vote for this nigga? And he was beefing with him when Puerto Rico was on him.
He voted for who? He voted for him, yeah?
Yeah, that's what.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. Wait, hold on, let me get that.
Because him and 50 was at the little celebration for Trump. You know?
Like I said, man, I'm not mad about who you voted for.
If
you voted for him based on policy and all, but what I'm saying is it was just this impromptu podcast on the Talk to Him Con Network was really me and Conway talking all week, and we just needed to come talk and get our shit off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty much done with it after this. I'm gonna let him close it out. Like I said, this is his platform, but I want y'all definitely to be on the lookout, because the Imperfect Sense podcast is coming back. But I had to come on here and get this energy off, because it is not enough characters on a social media app for me to go ahead and talk the shit I need to talk. Plus, it's more draining for me to address all these people individually. I want them to see that me on camera talking the shit and me telling them to suck my dick. I want you to hear me tell you suck my dick. Like, I didn't want to, get banned from the apps for a little while, because I do needed to make a couple dollars. But I want you to hit suck my dick. You know what I'm saying? For those who degraded Kamala, suck my dick. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like it, so what? Still suck my dick. I don't care. You know what I mean? But vote for who you voted for. You know what I mean? Come January, the tables will turn to Trump. But at the end of the day, man, let's stick together. Let's figure out how everybody can eat, everybody can stay safe. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody can't be at the top financially, but that doesn't mean the people in the middle or at the bottom should be struggling to eat either. You know what I'm saying? That's just is what it is. And that's it for me. I'm turning over to Con. I'm shutting up.
Yep. So he said what he said. At the end of the day, man, you vote for who you want to vote for. But when you talk to me, though, be about policies. I don't give a fuck if she's black, if she went to a HBCU and how she was living. I don't give a fuck about none of that. But when I talk, I didn't even get onto reason why I don't fuck with him personally, but we could talk about that later. So